2006, I had just gotten divorced. I was living in South Florida at the time, working as a volleyball coach and a sports performance trainer. I was also playing on a semi-pro beach circuit, and I was offered what I thought was going to be my dream job here in Orlando. And so I moved up here with my 3 children to just start over. But before the year was over, I was actually let go from that job. And things very quickly spiraled out of control for us, both financially and emotionally for me. And we were evicted from our apartment home. We were living in hotels. We were living out of the kindness of strangers who had opened their homes to us, people we really had just met who knew our situation. But it got to a point where I really couldn't afford to support my children. So I sent them home to live with my family up in Michigan, and I stayed here to just try to get back on my feet. And I transitioned out of volleyball, got into personal training, thought, that was going to be just kind of a natural transition, maybe a more of a stable career. And slowly started getting back up on my feet, but really didn't feel or what I thought looked like a personal trainer. I was still training like an athlete, but I was 20 pounds overweight. I was always tired. I was chronically sick. I was always hurting. My joints and my muscles were constantly inflamed. And I just thought, if I don't get my health under control, I'm just really not going to get my family back where we need to be. But I was very interested in getting healthy and looked at that 24-day challenge as the solution to that problem. And so I did the challenge, leaned out 13 inches of body fat, lost 5 pounds, and I was 40 years old when I did that challenge. So to me, for someone who had been an athlete and working out all my life, and kind of having decent nutrition, it wasn't great, but really being able to fine-tune that and see results like that in 24 days just absolutely floored me. And then I got in Performance Elite products, and that completely changed my life as an athlete. I was able to do things I hadn't done in a really long time with training. I was lifting better, I was running, and I was never a runner. And through that process of just improving my own health and wellness, I continued to lean out and lean out and lean out. And it was interesting because in the gyms, my clients or my other trainers were asking me, well, so when's your show? And I didn't really know what they were talking about. And they said, aren't you a bodybuilder? Aren't you a competitor? And I said, I don't know what that is. And so I started researching that, and I was like, what? What is that? And they were saying, yeah, you should do a show. And I'm like, y'all are crazy. I'm 40 years old and I've got 3 kids and I would never do anything like that. Well, I ended up getting on a stage. I did a 6-month prep, went from over 25% body fat down to 15% body fat, was in the best shape of my life. Absolutely felt amazing. Said, okay, that's my bucket list, never going to do a show again. Well, I'm prepping for my 7th show now, and not only that, I'm an official bodybuilding coach with a federation called the WBFF. So it has been a really amazing journey for me physically. In terms of my health and wellness, I'm going to be 46 this year and just feel absolutely amazing. It was a great lifestyle change for my family. All 3 of my kids are athletes, are CrossFitters. They live a very healthy lifestyle. They know how to prep food. So it was just really, really great for us. But, I was looking at all the people who were supporting my fitness journey, and I was watching them do the business, and I was noticing that they were happy. They had a lot of time freedom. They had some financial freedom. They were talking about debt freedom. They were spending time with their families. It was just, there was things that were happening in their lives that I wanted and that I didn't have a solution to. My personal training business was going pretty well, but I was also bartending. I was also modeling conventions to make ends meet. I did not have time with my children, and the debt that we had accrued through all of that time, it was not decreasing. If anything, it was increasing, and I just didn't see a way out of that. And so I finally approached my sponsor and my leadership and asked for help and said, I want to have what you have. And so I locked arms with these people, and they truly supported my personal growth and my leadership growth. Within 4 months' time, I was making $1,000 a month, which allowed me to quit the bartending job and the convention modeling. And then a year later, I surpassed my personal training salary and was able to quit my jobs in the gym and come home to my family. And that was truly, truly life-changing because I had lost so much time with my kids. And at this point, they were now in high school, the two older ones. And I just really felt I needed to be home with them. It also allowed me through that time to pay off over $35,000 in debt. And that was a huge burden brought off of my shoulders. And allowed some breathing room in my life. If you have any obstacles that are in your way, whether those are in your own head or you have other things that you're dealing with and you just need some help and some guidance with, that's what we're here for. I would love to chat with you if I have not chatted with you in person, so we can sit down and figure out a plan for your life and your family and your future, and get you to where you want to go. So I want to thank you for allowing me to share all of that with you, and I really hope that whatever it is that you're looking for, that we might be able to help you with that.